Hello, everyone. Welcome to another CAA assessment, this time for diagnosis by hearing and smelling, or olfaction and auscultation. Let's start the ball rolling with Dr. Janine Chan.
Good
Okay,
evening.
I'm sure you may have some, uh, you were actually confused what we were trying to get here,
Ask.
no? It's to
Yeah.
ask. So wood odor is basically like you need to tell us. We all know that wood is liver and gallbladder, so you need to tell us
Mhm.
the odor.
Rancid.
Yeah, very good.
Tama ba? Okay.
Fire odor,
Smoky.
yeah, smoky or scorched or burnt. Yeah, kaya
Yeah.
pala ano, like I've seen patients in the past na medyo those who come in with very red
Nose.
red nose, red everything, the red face, sweat a lot. They smell like scorched.
Oh.
Next, earth odor.
Mm. I don't know. Ano bang earth odor?
Earth.
Amoy lupa.
So earth
Tinagalog.
and stomach. Hello, Sir Andy. Welcome. Okay,
Thank you
wag kayo
po.
mag-alala, we won't call
Bale,
you. Yeah, earth
na-late po.
odor. Like how does
Nagluluto pa kasi.
sige po. How does somebody with an issue sa earth element smell like?
Dead, I would say. No, sorry.
Actually, you will like the
Ah,
smell, no? When there was a
actually.
time, nasa plane kami, met this congressman from our place that time. He
Mm-mm.
smelled like apple, apple na nabulok.
Sweet. Kasi
Pero,
clean.
yeah, so fragrant or
Mm-mm.
sweet. So they're sweet people. Metal,
Correct. Ah, metal. Iba siya sa water. Ito na ba yung ano, Doc?
yeah. Think of lung,
Lung,
large
colon.
intestine. Somebody who smokes a lot, somebody who's, face, um, whose lips rather are unang
Yeah.
lingid pa lang you would know na smoker siya.
Dark siya.
Mhm.
Metal.
But how
Hindi
do
ko
how do they smell?
Hmm, the lungs. I don't know, Doc. Sorry, hindi ko maisip.
Rotten, bulok na isda.
Baho.
Yeah, mabaho talaga, rotten. Yeah. Water odor.
Mm.
Ito naman very easy. So we all know that water is kidney urinary bladder. So think of what?
Urine.
Yeah, putrid. Putrid, mapanghe, no? Amoy ihi. The smell of urine or of ammonia can also be fresh odor, salty smell of a sea breeze. So what per
Water kidney.
yeah, water odor,
Water kidney. Okay.
putrid.
Water odor.
Yeah. So parang amoy urine, amoy ihi. This is true, no? Especially, it's so obvious because if someone wears diapers, no? For those with
Mm-mm.
urinary incontinence, and we all know that the kidneys are very weak. They cannot control the urge to urinate, no? And we
Yes.
all know that the bladder is under the control of the kidneys. So pag mahina na yung kidneys, and I've seen this on patients who are on too many medications, no? Sadly,
Mm-mm.
yeah. So amoy ihi. A smell of fat or slightly rancid smell like oil that has gone a little off. Yung parang, you know, I don't use much oil actually. Um, kasi sabi mo olive oil is expensive, di ba? So we use
No, but
coconut oil. So I got used to the smell. Although I don't use it very, paulit-ulit, which is bad. So how does, like what particular element are we talking about here? Rancid,
wood.
like, oh, that's kind of a little off.
Yes, the wood, Doc.
Yeah,
Wood.
wood. Rancid, no? Parang amoy, ano bang rancid? Rancid is parang napanis, no? Uh,
Oo.
you
Yeah.
know,
Hindi na fresh.
yeah. Then what about if the smell of the patient is parang yung freshly ironed clothes or clothes from a dryer? I'm sure
Yan,
you're
nakikita
familiar with
ko.
this.
Yes. Fire, Doc.
Yes,
Heart, small
fire.
intestine.
Yung mga may heart issues. And at the same time, small intestine. Did you know that if you have too much fire, the heat would spill over to the small intestine? Kaya nagkakaroon sila ng um, yung pag-ihi nila burning urination. Yun. Because the heart and the small intestine, they belong to one element. And so if the heart has too much fire, uh, kasi the heart should be more yin than yang. So pag sumobra na yung yang, mag-spill over na sa next, sa yang partner niya, which is the small intestine. And when that happens, you will have issues with urination. And we all know that small intestine has the same polarity as the bladder. Remember? This is called taiyang. No? The foot taiyang is the bladder channel. The hand taiyang is the small intestine channel. Make sense? Ganun
Yes,
lang.
Doc.
So, kaya nagkakaroon sila ng issue. So some may find it hard to really connect that if you have heart issue, baka nagkakaroon ng UTI or difficulty urination. Next. Oh, ito maganda. For people who love flowers. They smell like old flowers. As you walk past a bush, it tends to engulf you. Diba when you smell something sweet, no ba, diba? Hello, Doktora. You will be next, Doktora Mary Angeli. Yeah. I welcome po
So,
sa ating mga observers. I hope you don't mind. Meron tayong mga ano. I just wanted them to, kasi we will be accepting batch 3 on August 26. They'll start with their basic anatomy and physiology. Yeah. Okay. So, Dr. Janine, what is your answer?
earth odor, Doc. It's
Yes.
earth.
So probably this person must be too sweet and he loves sweet.
Yes.
At least they smell good, no? Next,
Yung,
sharp odor as you walk by the meat section of the soup, which is like, di ba, ramdam mo talaga, especially when you go to the supermarket, ang baho, or smell of rotting leaves on the ground in autumn. Ano po ito?
this is metal odor, Doc.
Okay, so we just wanted you to really imagine everything, and para next time around when you see this kind of patients, alam mo na kaagad, may idea ka na. Halitosis or bad breath, you have to give us the pattern. You have to give us the diagnosis.
Noses, stomach fire, or heat in the liver.
Stomach fire or liver heat, or heat in the liver.
Liver.
Yes. So there are only two possibilities. So my question is, kasi ang gagaling yun na sa diagnosis, what do you expect to see on the tongue for stomach fire? But kasi you need to distinguish, di ba? Oh.
Yeah. Red, Doc, and no coating. Red and no coating.
Yeah.
Doc?
Pero there will be
Crack.
no coating on that particular, on the stomach area, right?
Yes.
So it would be
Could
very
be
red.
Pagka may cracks, Doc, di ba? Pwede rin siyang stomach fire, pero...
Kita mo na yung cracks kasi wala nang coating eh. And then what about liver heat? Like, what are we?
On the side, Doc, would be red.
Yeah. And of course, the pulse is rapid, no? Next, gingivitis. You know what's gingivitis? Si Doctora,
Doctora Angeli
Templo is a dentist, so she is very familiar with this. Diba?
Yes.
So, what is, I'm sure. Kaya naka-mask sila. Of course, they had to wear masks all the time. So what is the significance? Like, how do you know if may gingivitis?
Yung kanyang gums, Doc. Bad oral hygiene nakuha ko. Pero
Yeah,
di ba
bad oral
dapat liver?
hygiene. Bad oral
Pero di
hygiene.
ba Doc liver din sa pag gingivitis?
Actually, pag uh, it's usually the stomach enlarging. Basically the
Ew. Okay.
Oh, ito, sour breath. Maasim na hininga. So,
Food stagnation.
yes. Have you encountered people like this?
Hindi pa, Dok. Ba?
Hindi ka kasi naglalabas-labas dyan. I'm sure you will meet this kind of people when you do wellness missions. And good luck pala on your upcoming mission. Okay, food stagnation and food that sits in the stomach like a brick. Okay. Ito naman, olfaction, breath, like
Wala ko niyan. Wala ko niyan, Dok. Olfaction, sweat, meron ako.
yung
Wind,
una-una mong
heat.
mararamdaman, yung amoy talaga, no?
Mm-mm.
It smells like a sewer. You know sewer.
Ay, ang baho.
In Tagalog,
Mm-mm.
it's
Imbornal.
term for that in Tagalog. Yeah, yes, imbornal or yeah, the sewer. Really bad breath. Really, really bad breath. I've encountered patients like this. Oo. Kaya ang laki ng butas ng ilong ko so I could smell from afar. Okay. Now, what about if yung amoy ng isang sweaty person?
Wind, heat, Dok, ang nakuha ko.
Yeah, this is usually covered up by perfumes, deodorants. So, ibig sabihin, these people, they don't have good, especially pag
Hygiene.
sa elevator, I would know, like merong dito sa, hindi naman, ay baka may pamanood, mawalan tuloy ako ng viewers. Anyway, there's this lahi na they are very famous or infamous for, grabe yung kanilang perfume.
Perfume.
So that means they're covering up something. No? There's
Mm-mm.
sweat. You could really smell their sweat when they don't. Actually, umaano pa rin eh. Can you imagine the combination, no?
Yeah.
Bad body odor. Ito grabe. Bad body odor.
Damp heat in the spleen, stomach, or large intestine.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. Still on olfaction. This one naman, you look at the sputum and smell it. So it's really odorless. It's clear, watery. So what do you think is the pattern here?
It's wind, cold, or normal.
Yeah, very good.
Almost normal.
Okay, what if the sputum is yellow then thick? No smell. So inamoy,
Wind, heat.
yeah, wind heat.
Sorry, Doc.
It's the color. Very good. Sputum is green. Okay. I'm sure some of you na nakaka-relate dito, no?
Oo nga, Doc, pag may sakit ka na dyan, no? Green. Tapos bibigyan ka na ng antibiotic ng doktor.
So ibig sabihin, if it's white or red, it doesn't smell. Right? Pero if the color is green and thick, definitely, kasi meron ka na infection eh.
Yeah.
So you'll be given antibiotics. Offensive smell, iba. So yun. So it's damp heat. Okay, toxic heat is actually meron ng infection. Okay. So when you look at the tongue, when it's a toxic heat, you will look for red spots. Yeah, red tongue. Next, what is the normal smell of the urine?
Clear light yellow with a slight odor.
Yes, the odor should only be slight. So some would say it's amber yellow or amber. Yeah, amber. Next, if you have a patient with cold or yang deficiency, what is the odor?
No odor, Doc.
Yeah, and the urine would be clear, copious, siyempre madami-dami, and watery. No, so it may not actually look yellow at all. Very, very light yellow. Diba, when you're feeling cold, I think most people there in Baguio have this kind of ano. Okay, ito naman, heat in urine.
It's a dark yellow and there should be strong odor.
Yes. Good. Dampness. Okay, what would be the odor of the urine? And you have to characterize, you have to tell us the color.
Okay, Doc. Yeah, there should be a slight odor and it should be cloudy and a bit oily if it's
Yes.
damp.
That's why it's called damp, no? Wait lang,
Mm.
nagpapa-confirm lang ng ano, nabuhay muna. So, okay. 10 a.m. daw. Okay, sorry about that. Next, damp heat, urine.
Burning urination, strong odor, it should be dark yellow.
So if you have a patient who will tell you, okay, actually, it all depends on how you extract this symptom, right? Obviously, we'll have to look at the tongue, feel the pulse. So my question is, what will make you ask that question if you look at the tongue, damp heat?
The coating, Doc, and the color of if the tongue is wet or
No, it
damp.
cannot be wet. It's
I
damp.
cannot.
Damp means there's a
Parang
sticky yellow coating, remember?
Ayan, sticky yellow. Sorry, Doc. Oo.
And
Tsaka di ba madulas?
the tongue may not look so big at all unless kung
Mhm.
phlegm na siya. Pero you will notice it's big, not too big actually. And then what about the pulse? What will make you ask the question about, okay, do you have burning urination? Mabaho ba yung odor ng urine mo? Is it dark yellow in color? Sometimes you need to guide it. Your question should be leading. No? So meron ka na,
Slippery.
you already have a working diagnosis. So
Yes.
when you feel the pulse, it's of course damp and heat. That's actually mixed then, about yin and yang. So what do you expect the pulse quality to be when it's damp?
Di ba slippery, Doc?
Yes,
Pag
of
damp.
course, slippery. Heat, of course,
Heat.
you're the rate, no?
Mas
Mabilis.
mabilis.
Now you ask questions. Do you have burning? Because if you just, sometimes the patient will not tell you no? So pag sinabi burning urination, what about the odor? Is it strong? Can you smell it yourself? And is the color dark yellow? Diba? Ganun lang. Next.
Never thought to ask.
Talks a lot with a loud voice.
Excess heat,
Yes.
Doc.
Okay. Okay, my question is, what do you expect to see on the tongue?
Heat. Red na nga talaga, Doc.
What about are you supposed to see a coating or no coating?
No.
No.
No coating, Doc.
No, this is excess heat. It's not anti-heat. Excess.
Okay.
Makapalang
Excess.
coating, yellow.
Makapal na coating.
Yes. Okay.
Oo nga,
And what about the
nakaka-confuse naman.
pulse? Is it forceful or
Forceful.
forceless? And then is it, of course, there? And will you be able to feel the pulse on all levels?
Yes, Doc.
Yes, very good. Now, what about the patient whose voice is quite weak?
Deficiency. So there might be an internal cold.
Yes. Very good. Yeah. Or interior cold, internal cold. Di ba? Lalo na siguro sa Baguio, no? Lamig-lamig pa.
Yeah.
That's why the voice
Pasyente
is
ko ganyan.
Yeah, natawag.
Kanina ganyan ang pasyente ko, Doc. Tsaka I
Okay,
could not
great.
feel her pulse nasa kidney and sa heart, both actually, the yin and the yang, very weak.
And so what do you think would be the color of the tongue would be?
It was thinner. Meron siyang coating naman do, but pale tongue siya.
Okay. Usually it's pale. So if it's
Pale.
interior cold, would you expect the tongue to be moist or wet, or is it going to be dry?
Wet. Hers was wet, do.
Okay. Now let's
Tama
go.
ba?
Yes. Let's go to
tama.
voices. No, it's not chamba, it's just common sense, you know. A very good clinician will always use common sense. Okay. Voices. Deep voice, nasal, and stuffy. So what are two possibilities? You give two. I only have two.
Exterior pathogen invasion or lung qi deficiency. Tama ba?
Yeah. Or excess pathogen. Ibig
Excess
sabihin,
pathogen.
full condition, no?
Full.
When you have full condition, you don't really take a look at basta it's the presence of a pathogenic factor. And then lung qi deficiency. So lung qi deficiency, shortness of breath. Wala kang masyadong makikita sa tongue except that it's pale lang. No? So you will have to rely on symptoms here. Next, sudden hoarseness. Biglang, you know, yeah, just like our friend, she cannot make a recording. Sabi niya, hindi pwede daw. Wala siya ng boses. Paano parating po yan? Okay. And aphonia. Nawala ng boses. You cannot create sound. So what is this?
External pathogens obstructing the lung qi.
Yes, very good. So that means you went somewhere. Usually
Sometimes excessive talking.
Siguro excessive talking tapos pumasok pa yung mga pathogens. You went somewhere else. And remember, she lives in Cavite. Probably she went to Tagaytay, no?
Wow.
Okay, next. That was sudden, ha? That was sudden. This time, let's talk about gradual. Handahan nawawala yung boses mo na mamaos. So,
kidney and lung yin deficiency.
very good. Ang galing. So this is like a mother and son thing. And I usually observe this amongst teachers. No, in fact, there was we had a neighbor. Ewan ko kung cancer ba yun siya. Ay, hindi pala. I hope she's still alive by now. I noticed na parating paos and she was a teacher. So, sabi niya maganda naman daw yung boses niya before. Remember, gradual yan. And she was already retired. And yun, byuda. So, affected the lungs. So my question is, what will be the tongue picture of this patient?
Kung lang
Remember, yin deficiency.
Oo nga, wala na siyang cold. So hot. So it could be large, doc. And
No. Wait lang.
siya magiging red?
First,
Yin,
we didn't see any empty heat yet, no? Kidney and lung yin. Yin deficiency means there is no coating. Okay?
No coating.
So the tongue would still be pale. So you will have to rely on symptoms again.
The kidney area, doc, what would be the color
I think
of
what happens is like this, you know, when you work too hard, especially when you're a teacher, you use your voice a lot. And sometimes kulang tulog, no? You'll have kidney yin deficiency, and eventually the mother will come to the rescue, right? The lung is the mother of the kidney. So eventually, manghihiram siya doon. And then meron pang tragedy nangyari, no? Oh, yun. But this one is gradual. Iba din yung kangina, like sudden. Okay. Now let's go to incoherent speech with abnormal mental activities.
Soliloquy.
like raving, yung sumisigaw. Kaya you need to understand these people. You need to treat them actually. Or you have to start looking at their tongue when they're sober. Oh, you see, they shout, they're rude, they curse. I don't think there are many. Are there many like that in Baguio? Ang alam ko,
Maybe older folks, siguro do. No?
ang alam ko, ano, I don't know ha, pero I
Mm.
find this very common in places where there are too many people living, close to each other. Yung super, di ba, dami nila. I
Oo.
don't know, no? Pero siguro kasi dahil sa,
Walang harmony.
yeah,
Walang
so,
harmony kasi sa place. Oo.
yes. So phlegm fire in the liver and gallbladder. So you need to, so what's your diagnosis pala?
Heart Chi deficiency.
I remember, ano na siya ha?
Ay,
Nagre-rave
sorry.
siya.
Hindi pa lang pala tayo. Sorry, Doc.
Pa tayo.
Phlegm, fire in liver
Yes.
and gallbladder.
Liver gallbladder, galit na galit. Remember?
Liver.
Curses, rude. Yeah, let's go to incoherent speech with abnormal mental activities, soliloquy. So para siyang nagkakaroon ng performance na solo.
Parang baliw, Doc.
Oo, kaya
Heart
parang
Chi
boring nun yun when you watch plays. I'm sure you've heard of plays na soliloquy. Nagsasalita
Soliloquy.
siya. Can you imagine all of, lahat nung memorizing mo? Or,
Oo
yeah.
nga.
And I also had a friend, sabi niya, ay hindi pala pwedeng, abnormal pala magsasalita ka sa sarili mo. Okay naman siguro sometimes when you want to make an affirmation, but if you do it very often, no? Parang
Yeah.
repetitively, ha? Repetitive.
Oo.
So, what is your answer here?
Heart Chi deficiency, Doc.
So normally you don't see anything on the tongue, no? Except that it's a little bit pale. And so my next question is, what is the number one symptom that you will have to ask for you to be able to say it's heart Chi deficiency? Which is present in all heart patterns, whether excess or deficient. If you have this symptom, automatically you would say, yeah, it's heart.
Always sighing,
Alam mo
depressed.
yan. Starts with the letter P.
P. Hindi pa lang, Doc. I would look at the tongue lang, di ba? Parang
No. I'm asking about the symptom. You already look at the tongue. Actually, you wouldn't find anything on the tongue. It's just pale. And unless kung masyado na.
Pag depressed, siguro. Pero sabi mo, P.
No, the first, kasi you need to know, is it heart Chi deficiency? Or how do you differentiate it from lung Chi deficiency? From spleen Chi deficiency? You know that. Pag spleen Chi deficiency, you will always ask loose stools or loss of appetite, easy fatigability. For lung Chi deficiency, you would ask shortness of breath, no? So what about the heart Chi deficiency? Remember, the heart and the lung, they belong to the same, they are on the same, ano?
Hindi ko alam,
It
Doc.
starts with the letter P. It has 11 letters. Naku, alam mo yan.
Hindi ko maisip, Doc.
Who would like to answer? Dr.
Angeli.
Dr.
Si Doc
Angeli.
Vic. Wala si Vic. Wala si
Nandiyan ba
Victor.
si Sir Vic?
Ayan,
Si Sir Vic na lang siguro, Doc.
Ayan.
Ayaw din niya. Okay. Sige po. Sir Vic, what is the pathognomonic sign of a heart issue? You say pathognomonic, immediately think it's heart. Alam nyo yan.
Palpitation po ba?
Wow, yes, grabe.
Ang galing naman ni Sir Vic.
My hair, galing talaga.
Magkatabi tayo, Sir Vic, sa exam.
Okay, how will you ask? Okay, you have to redeem yourself. How will you ask palpitation? Like, what particular symptom would you ask the patient? Of course, not all of them knows what palpitation is. So how are you going to ask it?
How do I ask the patient if
Yeah.
their heart is palpitating? Any shortness of breath or
No, 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 no,
pain
no.
in the chest?
No, let's ask Sir Victor. Sir Victor, lifesaver.
Oo nga. Paano mo nga malalaman na palpitating?
Paano mo tatanungin kung may palpitation yung pasyente? Of course, you will not say palpitation.
Kasama ba yung ano doon, yung malakas ang tibok ng puso, gano'n?
Actually, misnomer yan, no? You would only say, naririnig mo ba yung tibok ng puso mo? So whether it is
do you
mabilis
feel?
or ano, akala kasi natin, di ba? Pag palpitation, dapat mabilis yung tibok. Actually, pag naririnig mo lang yung pulso ng, yung ano mo, yung heartbeat mo, palpitation na yun. Huh? But most cases
Pero,
kasi mabilis.
so,
Any,
Doc, ano yung pulse niya sa heart area? Strong?
no, it's weak because it's
Weak.
heart
Di ba?
deficiency. Yeah, it's deep. It's deep. That means pag sinabi mong deep, you
Okay.
wouldn't be able to feel it sa middle level, but you feel it when you press really deep. Sometimes you don't feel it at all.
Yeah.
Now you know. So, alam na natin yung 4-point needle technique. Okay? So I hope that's
Yes.
clear. So this is the what you ask. Do you hear your heartbeat? That's not normal. Okay?
Oo nga.
So yung mga nakaka-relate dyan, you might have heart chi deficiency. And then again, you need to qualify. Like if the tongue color is, alam mo na pag purple, no? Definitely you have to really see an MD, a cardiologist. Heart blood stagnation. And heart chi deficiency when you don't have any coating, right?
Yeah.
Heart
Pero
blood.
Doc, you can tonify the heart, 'di ba? Tonify mo yung heart tapos SI, small intestine.
Okay, if you follow
Yun
the
lang.
siguro let's do a lecture on the 5 elements again, no? When you have a heart issue, for example, heart deficiency, you will need to look at the mother of the heart. Okay?
Mm.
You need to look at the one controlling the heart because pag grabe nagko-control sa heart, for example, the kidney, so baka maano siya, malalong humina, no?
Okay.
So you need to tonify the mother, not only tonify the mother, but you need to know what, like the mother is the liver. You need to know the horary point of the channel.
Mm-mm.
So the wood point of the liver channel. Okay? And then who is controlling the heart? So dapat hindi siya nako-control kasi gusto natin tuloy-tuloy siya, no?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So you need to sedate the one controlling. Okay. You also have to sedate the horary point. Okay.
Sedate
So
the
I think,
horary.
yeah. So I think this
Kaya
is something that we have to really focus on the clinical side. In fact,
Yeah.
we are dami-dami kasi nating gustong uy, mag-ano na kayo ha, yung mga hindi pa nag-subscribe dyan. You have to listen to the ads. Joke.
Yeah, I do, Doc.
Sir Andy, did you subscribe to Acupuncture Matters? Sino pa ba?
Yes po.
Yeah,
Ano na po, subscribe na po.
naman. O sige, iti-check ko attendance. Si Ma'am Leia of Kidapawan, did you share? We posted recently the auricular acupuncture. Ang daming nag-view. So, and then there was this, I think you're a star, no? Thank you pala, Dr. Janine. Every time they hear your voice, it gets a lot of views. Like, what was that? I think it was about tonsillitis. So, was it you? Ay, hindi pala. Si ano pala yung sorry.
Hindi ako yung tonsillitis, Doc.
Ito talagang si kinuha ka agad yung magagandang topic.
Si
Napansin.
Joy yun.
Oo, si Joy. Grabe, ang dami. So, ganun yun
Oo,
ha.
maraming.
Yan din, ay sige, mag-plugging na tayo. At saka 31 pa lang pala tayo. I hope you can join us on Saturday. We hope to go live. It's free. Um, I asked Dr. Ryan to join me on the platform para we could actually discuss like how it has transformed his way of thinking
Mhm.
and how beneficial this is to all of us and to the people that we love, no? Kasi I don't have high respect for people who do not look at the tongue or feel the pulse. It's like, wow, guessing game, no? And
Oo.
you may not know it, but there are many cases that would need a very careful assessment of the tongue and the pulse. Otherwise, your treatment would be wrong. Baka naman, hindi naman siya nakakatakot, but it's just that a waste of time, a waste of effort. Okay. And I wouldn't go to a doctor who doesn't diagnose. Diba? Risky. And
True.
don't impress me with a lot of techniques that doesn't impress me at all. I would always ask, what is your diagnosis? Because if you know the diagnosis, you would know what is your treatment plan. Oh, so how
Yes.
can you make the treatment plan, or how would you know it is the right treatment plan if you don't even know what's wrong with the patient? Just like when you are diabetic, no? In TCM, we don't have the same treatment principle. No, not
Mhm.
no two people are the same. You can have as many as 8 to 10 people with diabetes, but the approach should be different. No, in the
Yes.
same way that if you have 10 people who have different problems, and then the treatment would be the same. So yon.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So palpitation, huh? Okay, next. Palpitations.
Okay.
Incoherent speech with abnormal. Did you notice pag speech kasi, no? So speech is hard, no?
Heart,
So if you
heart,
see someone na medyo hindi mo naintindihan and the speech is unintelligible,
heart.
tama ba yung English? Okay. Oh, with abnormal mental activities like delirium, talking nonsense very loud, or singing with high fever. So what is your diagnosis here?
Heart fire and heart yin deficiency.
Very good. That's empty heat and excess heat. Next, we go to respiration.
Dyspnea.
Dyspnea.
Dyspnea. Damp phlegm in the lungs.
You know what dyspnea is, right? What is dyspnea? For the benefit. Sino dito nakakaalam? Sige,
Sino
Google.
may alam? Google natin do.
Nahirapan mag-ano. Sige, let's take a look. Go.
Difficulty in breathing.
Yes, difficulty in breathing.
Hindi ka
If you have a
In
patient,
breathing.
yeah, if you have a patient, yeah, difficulty. Meron ding iba, rinig na rinig mo, nagbe-breathe. Okay. So difficulty in breathing, that's damp. Yeah, what's your diagnosis, Doctora?
Damp phlegm in lungs.
Very good. Yeah, because the phlegm obstructs the airways, right? Okay. Feeble voice, relief after inspiration.
Lung and kidney chi deficiency. Do.
Okay. So do you notice, talagang may kasabay, no? May kasabay, lung and kidney. The same thing with allergies, spleen and lung chi deficiency. Okay, this one. Okay, wheezing. Oh, ito.
Phlegm in lungs with cold or heat.
Yeah. Wheezing is the sound that you create when
Asthma.
it passes through a constricted passageway. So, ibig
Diba
sabihin,
your
constricting the airways is the phlegm. No? So, usually, we just treat, pag medications, you just give something that will relieve the inflammation or get rid of the phlegm. Diba? So, tayo kasi, kaya nakakatulong pa rin when we do. Okay, are you familiar with the stop wheezing point on the ear?
No. Allergy point lang, Doc. The tip.
Okay. Sige, I think I'm going to post it. Ay, ano na ha? Sige, I will post ko. Manood kayong lahat, no? Especially those who will be attending our kailan nga yun? Okay. Yeah.
13,
I'm more
14.
looking forward to the lecture eh. And so that pagdating sa ano, tingin na lang tayo, analyze na natin yung mga muka, mga tenga ng mga pasyente.
Sa
Diba?
20.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
Doc.
also, I won't be discussing the same thing that you see on YouTube. That means you have to watch the YouTube. But what I'm going to present, o binigbigyan ko na kayo ha para ano mag-attend na, is a tabulated form. No, so parang, oh, this is going to be my guide. So yo, and I
Okay.
love doing this. No, okay. So phlegm in the lung with cold or heat. Okay, siguro abot tayo na basta all about respiration, then we proceed to Doctora Templo ha. Okay. Siguro mga 40. Basta hindi na
Sige,
respiration.
Doc.
Okay, when
Sige,
you have shortness of breath, this is different from
Amazing. Chi deficiency, Doc?
yes. Yeah. Actually,
Walang energy.
bakit siya general? Because it's the lung that controls the spread of the chi all over the body. Kaya take care of the lungs. And you know what I noticed? People have forgotten to actually breathe. No? Nakalimutan na natin mag-breathe.
Yeah, Doc. Oo, totoo. Sometimes I forget. Kaya din dikit-dikit ang ating blood.
Yes. Okay. Sighing. Ito very common to. You know what sighing means.
Yes, Doc.
So what is the
Liver chi stagnation.
very good LQS? Fetid odor.
Excess
Fetid
heat
odor.
or excess damp heat.
Yes. What do you mean by fetid? Fetid.
Is,
Fetid.
I
Is it
would
something
think parang ano,
So,
not an agreeable odor, no?
you know,
Sige, let's
foul. Yan sabi nga, Doktora, foul. Pag sinabi mo naman fetid, parang akala mo rin, Dok, is ano malansa din, di ba?
see. It says here, according to the dictionary by Oxford, smelling extremely unpleasant.
Mhm.
Did I pronounce it right? How did I pronounce it?
Yes.
Okay, the fetid water of the marsh or fetid. Okay, wait lang ha. Tingnan ko yung pronunciation. I'm a bit paranoid kasi. Like if I
We don't use it kasi we don't use the term.
yeah.
We always say foul odor.
fetid,
Fetid.
fetid, fetid.
Yeah,
Fetid.
fetid, not fetid. Fetid.
Parang fetish. Fetid.
Iba din yung fetid.
Fetid.
Okay.
Ano.
Okay, fetid
Fetid.
odor sa mouse. Okay.
Stomach
Kaya dapat may minsan tanggalin mo muna yung mask. Okay.
Stomach heat yan, Dok.
Yes.
Di parang
Pero
halitosis
nag-body.
din.
Kahit naligo na baho pa rin.
Oo.
You know, I had no offense pero I'm not really keen on using deodorants. Parang it really blocks your sweat, your oil, sweat gland, no?
Yeah,
Pero that's
sweat
another
gland.
story. Okay. Kasi may nakakilala, mabaho pa rin. So it's, we need to get rid of, the cause talaga. Okay, what about if the whole body has a fetid odor?
There's damp heat and blood stasis or phlegm and toxicity.
Very good. Okay, the stool. So dapat ang stool hindi mabaho.
Oo.
Yeah. Let me ask you. I know the naturopaths know this. How do you like? What is a normal stool like? Like, does it have to float or does it have to submerge?
Floaters kasi, Doc, means na high in fiber. It should not submerge, Doc.
So which is good?
Pero float not Actually, hindi rin eh. It's not that it's good. What's not good is if it's too hard and then the color, Doc. More yun than the floater and the sinker.
Wow. Thank you for the info.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so
The
that's why you do
color.
colonics, no?
Yes, Doc.
Okay, so what is your like if the stool is a fetid odor, so what is wrong with the large intestine?
Damp heat in the liver.
Large intestine.
Ay, in the large intestine, sorry. LI, sorry.
Leukorrhea. You know what is leukorrhea, di ba? Yellow-green na may blood.
Cancer na yun, Doc.
Yeah, it could be cancers. That's why you have to, okay, you have to check, baka magpa-pap smear ka, baka,
Mm-mm.
yun. Okay. Yellow-green. So hindi pala maganda yellow-green, no? Okay.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Mild off smell.
Internal damp phlegm or blood stasis.
Okay, very good. Interior daw. Mild off smell tapos bloody sputum.
Lung abscess.
Alam nyo, sana no mangyari na sa ospital na tayo, especially dyan sa Baguio dyan. Or dun sa, there's a hospital in, it's a government hospital. You can see all of these things, no?
Mm-mm.
Para siguro sana gumaling tayo. Lung abscess.
Parang
Mild.
tuberculosis.
Yeah, mild
Mm.
off smell. But vomiting blood and pus.
Stomach abscess.
Okay. Pag nag-vomit, so you know the mechanism bakit nag-vomit. So those, kasi ang stomach chi should be going down. Ito lumalabas eh.
Opo, Doc. Pero parang ang hirap mo makita yung blood and pus together, no? Kasi mag-overpower yung blood, no, Doc?
Yeah. That's why you have to examine the vomit, vomitus. Next, loose stools, mild off smell.
Spleen yang deficiency.
Okay. So the patient, how would you describe the tongue of this patient?
Pale.
Only pale? I think there's more.
Thin.
No,
Small.
it's not thin. That's yang deficiency, remember. This is the opposite of yin deficiency. It's
So,
malaki, swollen, and it's wet, right? Mild off smell, sticky, profuse leukorrhea.
damp heat and spleen deficient.
Very good. Okay, I think we'll stop here. Thank you so much, Dr. Janine. Baka excited na si Dr.
Angelique.
Angelique. Dr. Angelique, can you continue?
Good.
Hati po kayo ni Sir Victor. Finale si Sir Victor.
Yes po, Doc.
Ito.
Yes, Doc. Good evening.
Good evening po, Doctora. I hope your immune system is now stronger. Okay. Naamoy mo yung pasyente, parang bulok na pero matamis. Yung amoy niya.
Mhm.
What is
Yes
the
po.
general pattern?
It's iron deficiency.
Wow, very good. Urine smell.
Kidney yang and chi exhaustion of fluid retention.
Okay?
With fluid
Ano?
retention.
Okay. Kasi dapat walang smell masyado yung urine, ha? Kasi kung may amoy talaga siya. Yeah. Alcohol smell ng kanyang breath, ng kanyang, yeah.
This is damp heat in the liver.
Yes. So yung mga alcohol. So if you look at the tongue, Doctora, what do you expect to see?
Heat. not so familiar pa with the tongue diagnosis, Doc, but I think it's red. Hit kasi.
How would you ano ba to? How would a tongue with dampness look like? So we would usually look at the it will not be red actually.
Okay.
Yellow pa siya, sticky yellow coating.
Okay.
Kasi meron tayong damp cold at saka damp heat. So obviously, when you talk about dampness, we're actually referring to the coating of the tongue. So if it's
So it's
sticky coating,
Heat.
yellow, greasy, sticky coating, greasy or sticky, redundant. That's damp heat. Pero pag
Damp heat.
white, sticky coating, that's damp cold. Okay? So the tongue, the whole tongue may not exactly be red. Next,
Okay.
amoy blood.
This inferior hemorrhage,
Internal
severe
hemorrhage.
hemorrhage,
Yes.
internal.
Any sound produced by human gives us an idea about the condition of the what?
The Zangfo organs.
Very good. So it is very important that we're familiar with the sound as well. So nasa ano na tayo, auscultation, no? What does the loud volume and a strong, forceful voice indicate?
It indicates heat excess.
Heat or
Heat
excess
condition.
condition. Very good. What does speaking vaguely at low volume indicate?
It's an exterior wind, cold, or dampness invasion.
Okay. So if you look at the tongue of a person with exterior wind cold invasion, how would it look like?
Wind, cold.
So usually, since it is still exterior,
It's damp.
normal pa rin siya. Thin white coat. Di ba? Normal yung thin white coat. It may look normal. So, but your basis would be the pulse. So my question is, how would the pulse picture feel like?
No idea. No idea pa po. Sorry.
Okay, pag exterior invasion, I think I need to put more light. Okay. Pag exterior invasion, the pulse would be superficial. Okay. And if it is cold, so it would be a little tight and slow. Okay. Exterior pa eh. So superficial pa siya. No? So pag ganun mo pa lang, first level, nararamdaman mo na. Pero this one, it's a bit tight and mahina. Okay? And also invasion of dampness, especially when you come from an area that is basa. No? Okay. What does soft volume with the weak force indicate?
It indicates cold or deficiency.
Okay. Diba yung mga taong nanlalamig, mahina ang boses? Okay. The scope of listening includes two aspects. And what are these?
First is listening to changes in speech and breathing. This means listening to the volume, loud or soft, strength, strong or weak, clarity, clear or turbid, and rate, rapid or slow. Second is listening to abnormal sounds such as coughing or vomiting, which are caused by pathological changes in the Zangfo organs.
Wow. Congrats. So that means listening. This is listening with a difference. So kailangan ganun tayo, no? So we should learn how to listen. Good. Vocal sounds are produced by which three organs? And which is the most important?
The three organs are the lung, heart, and kidney, and the lung is the most important one.
Very good. And when you talk about the vocal sounds, this has something to do with the yang qi, no? Anyway, I'm going to give you all the answers. Which organ is the gateway of the voice, the root of the voice, and what about the strength of the voice? Let's start with the gateway, Doctora.
For the gateway, it's the lung.
The root
It's the kidney,
and the strength.
and it's the stomach and spleen.
Very good. What is the most important organ related to speech?
It's the heart.
Great. In general, what causes hoarseness and aphonia?
It's caused by qi deficiency, loss of power, qi, phlegm, blood, or exogenous pathogens, the obstructions, and yin deficiency, dryness, loss of moisture in the vocal cords.
Very good. On point. If someone is silent or dislikes talking, what is this due to?
This is due to cold or deficiency. This
Okay.
is a signature symptom for deficiency.
So, obvious na, di ba?
Pag
Meron na tayong
ayaw
diagnosis kaagad.
cold
Malamig
na
ba sa
kaagad.
Dahilayan, Doktora? Dahilayan in Bukidnon?
Yes po.
Okay. What does
We
persist?
will go there po.
Yeah, wow, hopefully someday. What does persistent talking indicate? Ayaw tumigil sa kasasalita.
There's an excess pattern, heat.
Yeah, excess or heat. Abnormal speech can be classified into two categories: indistinct speech, which is related to blank, and incoherent speech, which is due to blank.
Okay. The first indistinct speech, which is related to inflexible movements of the tongue body, and an incoherent speech, which is due to a lack of spirit or to a disturbance of the spirit.
Very good. Wow, congrats. What does indistinct speech indicate? Like broken or slurred speech?
It indicates wind, phlegm, or blood stasis obstructing the channels and collaterals, and yin impairment due to febrile diseases.
Okay, so this usually happens when one suffers a stroke. Sometimes hindi ka pa na-stroke, ganun na yung speech mo, no? Wind phlegm. That's a very common cause of stroke or blood stasis obstructing the channels and collaterals. So kung ang channels lang obstructed, you may not actually lose consciousness. Yun lang, so ang laki pa ng chances mo maka-recover. So as long as the wind phlegm is there, so hindi mo talaga ma-relieve. Kailangan mo tanggalin yung wind and phlegm. And also, when you have febrile disease, nasisira yung yin. Okay? Kasi ayaw din ng, kulang sa yin. Next, what are the 6 classifications of abnormal speech?
One is raving, Huangyan. Second is muttering. Third is soliloquies. Fourth is wrong speech. Fifth is delirium. I don't have the
And the
sixth.
last one is?
Sorry. I don't have po.
Faint murmuring. Hindi mo maaninag. Yeah, very good. At least you got 5 of the 6. Thank you, Doctora. Let's go. In general, what can cause pathological changes in respiration? You see, you need to know these things.
Okay. The exopathogens obstructs the lung qi. like the phlegms, damp, blood, heat, wind, cold, and the lung and or the kidney chi deficiency.
Okay, so the first one is coming from outside, no? Phlegm, damp. Okay, when you say phlegm coming from outside, that means you are very fond of food that is phlegm forming, mga dairy products, burrito, everything, no? Sweets, damp, blood, and heat, wind, cold. Okay. If asthma is relieved by exhalation, it is what?
Excess.
Okay. If it is relieved by inhalation, it is
It's a deficiency.
very good. So these things we need to ask to confirm, right? So ganun lang naman yun eh. Kung hindi excess, the deficient, then you need to clinch your diagnosis by asking questions. Now, weak, deep, and slow respiration indicates what?
There's cold or deficiency.
Very good. What does deep breathing indicate?
It indicates excess chi in the heart and the lung.
Very good. And what does weak breathing indicate?
It indicates deficiency of both the liver and the kidney.
Great. What does rough respiration with rapid exhalation and slow inhalation indicate?
It indicates heat, excess, exogenous diseases due to excess pattern.
Very good. Rough, no? Excess, heat, exogenous. Faint respiration with slow inhalation and exhalation indicates what?
Deficiency, chronic endogenous diseases.
Very good. What is the pathogenesis of asthma in Chinese medicine?
It is when the lung chi fails to descend.
Okay. Very good. So if your kidneys are also weak, kidney chi is weak, it cannot anchor the lung chi. So kahit nagdi-descend yung lung chi, mag-asthma ka pa rin. Okay? And this usually happens when you have a very weak kidney. Okay. So if you are undergoing dialysis, you will also have this problem. Okay. Not too many people realize that. And the more meds you take, the more injured the kidneys will become. So when you're not young anymore, it's usually the kidneys. Kasi if you review our TCM foundations, no, when the lung chi may be okay, nagdi-descend siya, but if the kidney chi is so weak that it cannot anchor or hold on the lung chi downward, so bibitaw pa din. So a very good clinician will treat the kidneys, not the lungs. Diba? So this is what I was saying. You need to know, you need to be able to determine what is causing the asthma. Okay? Kasi kung nakita mo, the lung chi is okay, no? Soft yung pulse, wala namang problema, you could feel it. But when you check the kidneys, and this is usually true in elderly patients, okay? Kasi I'm sure you've heard about people na they were asthmatic when they were young, but when they reach adulthood, nawala. Then biglang nung tumanda na, medyo pabaya na sa health, nagka-asthma ulit. So definitely, the cause is not the same. It's the kidney. Okay? So if you go to a not so good practitioner, iti-treat niya yung lung mo. So dapat yung kidney, di ba? Now, loud,
So
harsh.
it follows, Doc, na sorry.
Sige po. Sige po, doktora. You lost. Hello? Nawala.
Nawala siya.
Okay, doktora. Yes, continue. You were saying?
Yes, Doc. So it follows pala, Doc, na usually the usual thing that would happen if weak yung kidney chi ng person, the lung would also follow problem. May
Oh.
problem din with the lung.
Of course. Kasi it will manifest as asthma. And so, ipapaano mo, nahihirapan ba siya mag-inhale? Kasi if the kidney is the cause, the weak kidney is the cause, these patients will have difficulty inhaling. Okay?
Mhm.
Sounds
Yes po.
easy. So kung pupunta ka doon sa medyo, ititreat yung lungs mo lang, which I feel
Yung lungs lang
not
talaga.
doing service to the patient. Diba?
Oh,
So yun.
okay. Now I know.
So like this one is too obvious. A friend of mine has that, and now it's gone. Kasi ay sa akin na lang. Loud, harsh, and rapid respiration. Baka hindi pumayag
Yeah.
makipag sa Saturday. When I first saw him, talagang, ano ba to? Narinig ko yung respiration and it's loud. So ngayon, okay. Wala na, okay na. Okay, so what is the pathogenesis of wheezing?
Lung chi fails to descend with phlegm obstruction.
So it's basically asthma plus phlegm, right? Lung qi fails to descend, tapos may phlegm. So, my question is, well, how would you determine if there is phlegm? What will you look for in the tongue? Of course, you don't look for the phlegm in the tongue. Ano itsura? Like, okay, what I would like you to distinguish is between phlegm and dampness. Kasi they will both, using the pulse kasi, pareho silang slippery. So ang tanong ngayon, anong itsura ng tongue na phlegm compared to a tongue na puro dampness lang? So the phlegm, tongue with phlegm will look medyo rough yung coating. And the first thing that you will notice is parang hindi bagay sa kanyang bunganga yung tongue. Kasi ang laki-laki ng tongue. Okay. Oo, yun. Okay? If the first thing that you will notice is the size, then that's definitely phlegm. Okay? And when we come to probably therapeutics, kailan ba? Yeah. When we go to the points, you will probably know what's the best point for phlegm. Ay sabihin ko na lang, stomach 40. For dampness, spleen 9. Okay? And alam naman natin, di ba, we're good at looking for it in the ear. So nobody will question me if you do it on the ear. Okay. Wheezing with rapid respiration and a loud, heavy, and rough sound that occurs during summer or fall and is induced by hot, dry weather indicates what?
Heat.
Very good. Wheezing with short, inconsistent respiration aggravated by exertion occurs during winter or spring, induced by cold or damp weather indicates what?
Cold.
Ang haba-haba ng tanong is makaikli lang. What is shortness of breath due to? Like asthma, but without lifting the shoulders to breathe.
It's a chi deficiency.
Yes, that's what I
Lung
was.
primary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero sabi ni Dr. Chow, pwede rin daw heart, spleen, kidney. So, makes sense. Diba? What is upper stifling breath? What does this indicate?
With rapid breathing with more exhalation than inhalation, and it indicates also lung chi obstruction.
And this is
This is often associated with
coronary artery disease. No? So ano talaga yan sila? Di ba pag may heart issue, may lung issue din siya. So you have to see, in Western medicine, you have to consult to specialties. Yeah, so TCM na lang. What is shortness of breath? What does it indicate?
There's short rapid, interrupted breathing without lifting of the shoulders, and it's a lung qi deficiency.
Okay, that's why those people with lung qi deficiency, like one celebrity that we know, nagli-lift para matulungan siya mag-breathe. Okay. So ask the patient not to lift the shoulder. So hindi niya kaya. What is shortage of qi? What does it indicate?
Shortness of qi, there's breathing is feeble, short, and with low volume.
Okay.
It's difficult to produce speech, and these are no other symptoms.
Yeah, very good. So ibig sabihin talagang mahina yung immune system mo. Kulang yung tinatawag nating the Jiang qi, the upright qi, anti-pathogenic qi. So it's basically a balance between the pathogenic factor or the expert dito si Doc Janine, 'di ba? Xie Qi, di ba? I don't know if I pronounce it right, no? Si,
Hindi ko
basta
sure, Doc.
pathogenic qi, and then also the anti-pathogenic qi, which we call also the upright qi or the Jiang qi. Di ba? Yun lang yun. Okay, I think okay na yun, Doktora. Thank you so much. Baka magtampo na si
Thank you,
Sir
Doc.
Victor, hindi na siya natawagan. Ay, andyan pa ba
Okay
siya?
po,
Wala
Doc.
na yan.
Thank you.
Ay, andyan. Okay. Sir
Okay.
Victor, good evening.
Good evening po sa lahat.
Okay, wala talagang mali ha. Okay, go. A cough with an acute onset that is harsh, coarse, hacking, choking, and or loud that is worse in the daytime than nighttime indicates what?
Nako, so natsyempohan, Dok. Wala pala akong sagot dito.
Piliin nyo lang, exterior or interior. Remember, meron tayong keyword dyan para ma-distinguish kung exterior or interior. Napakahaba ng tanong, maikli lang po ang sagot. Pili lang kayo between exterior and interior. What do you think is the answer?
Exterior.
Ang galing. O, di ba? Sige, multiple choice na tayo. Okay, I'm sure sa iba meron na kayong sagot. A cough with a chronic recurrent onset. Take note, chronic, recurrent, no? Loud, coarse sound, or that may sound worse in the morning or after a meal with rattling, loose sound indicates what?
Interior.
Yes. Anong klaseng interior? Deficiency or excess?
Excess.
Very good. Bakit excess?
Say,
Malakas yung sound.
maingay.
Maingay. Di ba? Maingay. Okay, 84. A cough that is chronic with a feeble and weak sound and is worse in the afternoon and evening indicates what? Okay, siguro next time lalagay ko between papapiliin ko kayo, no? Kasi parang unfair naman to, like you don't really know what to answer here, but I'm sure you have the answer. What's your answer here, Sir Victor?
Interior.
Okay, is it excess or deficiency?
A deficiency.
Very good. Yeah, visually interior. What does sneezing with an acute onset and constant loud sound indicate?
Interior
Remember,
deficiency.
acute, acute.
Acute. Exterior deficiency.
Okay, first, is it heat or cold? Is it heat or heat? Is it excess or deficient?
Excess.
Very good. What does sneezing chronically and frequently at a soft volume indicate? Ano yung pattern?
Lung qi deficiency.
Galing naman. Okay, congrats. So ngayon alam nyo na yung mga tapos soft volume lang. Yung sneezing. So pag malakas ang sneezing, Okay, what does sudden sneezing in the critical stage of chronic illness indicate? So, matagal siya nakaratay, then all of a sudden, nag-sneeze.
Yang Qi recovery, improvement in disease state,
Very good. So, I hope you know these things. You remember all these things. So, what does sneezing due to external stimuli indicate?
nothing. It is normal.
Okay, very good. Siyempre, normal lang yun. Pag hindi ka nag-sneeze, abnormal. What is the pathogenesis of vomiting? Like, what do we vomit?
Rebellious stomach Qi,
Yes, that's the pathogenesis. Okay, kasi normally pababa, no? Then they descend. And chi, food or phlegm will obstruct the stomach. Kaya nagva-vomit. Spleen and stomach deficiency. Very good. What does vomiting indicate? Like pag excess and deficiency. Can you mention the patterns under excess? Kasi pag vomiting, you need to qualify. Is it excess or deficiency? Syempre alam natin pag yung excess, malakas yung sound, no? Yung deficiency, subdued. But my question is, what are the patterns under excess? What are the patterns under deficiency?
sa excess, cold damp attack stomach, food stagnation, liver or stomach disharmony,
Okay, very good. And deficiency?
spleen stomach yang deficiency or stomach yin deficiency.
Very good. Wow. What is the pathogenesis of belching?
Rebellious stomach Qi makes a sound when flowing through the throat.
So ano yung nag-o-obstruct sa stomach?
Qi, food or phlegm obstruct the stomach.
Okay.
Tapos, spleen and stomach deficiency.
Magkasama parati yan, ha? Belching that is long, parang tambucho, loud and tight, indicates what? Excess or deficient?
Excess.
Very good. Belching that is low volume, feeble, and short indicates what?
Deficiency.
Very good. What is the pathogenesis of a hiccup?
Stomach Qi rebellion causes an involuntary spasm of the diaphragm. Qi or food stagnate in stomach. Stomach Qi, yin or Qi deficiency.
Okay, so it's basically, so ang daming ano ng rebellious stomach chi, no? Puro. Okay, so because of the rebellion, nagkakos siya ng involuntary spasm of the glottis and the diaphragm. Kaya hindi nagsasara, ano lang. Okay, what is the pathogenesis of borborygmi? Plural for borborygmus.
Internal organs dysfunction or pathogens attack cause large intestine Qi disorder. Pwedeng Qi obstruction, Qi and dampness lodged in the large intestine.
Very good. Good. Sighing is the signature symptom for, I think this question was asked earlier. For what?
Liver Qi stagnation.
Okay, for our group, we will call it LQS. And you'll be surprised. This is the #1 cause for depression. So, huwag masyadong maapektuhan ng stress. In addition to liver Qi stagnation, what else can cause sighing?
Yang Qi deficiency.
Wow. Okay. With yang Qi, pag sinabi mong yang Qi deficiency, this is actually an aggravation of the Qi deficiency, no? So magkakaroon ng shortness of breath and aggravated by exertion. Okay. Kaya yang Qi deficiency. If a smell is foul, rotten, fetid, or stinking, what is indicated?
Heat or excess.
Very good. If a smell is fishy or odorless, is it heat or cold? Excess or deficiency? Walang amoy. May
Deficiency.
Okay. Very good. What does a goatish body odor indicate? Amoy kambing.
Wind, damp, heat accumulation.
Oh, you have to make sure na ma-address mo yung wind. Alisin mo yung wind, alisin mo yung damp, alisin mo din yung heat. What does a foul, stinking body odor indicate?
Epidemic, infectious disease, or summer heat toxic syndrome.
Okay, nung pandemic ba, inamoy-amoy niyo ba yung mga may positive? Did you come across any patient, Sir Victor? Or were you a patient yourself?
Yes, tsaka ako
Di ba
rin.
yung amoy?
Siguro. Siguro.
Kasi ayaw mo lumapit. Hindi ka lalapit saka nakatakip yung ano mo, di ba? Okay, so yun po epidemic, yung ating pandemic So that's worse than epidemic. So summer heat toxic syndrome. What does foul sweat odor in the armpit that is fox-like indicate? Wala naman tayong fox dito, basta mabangis na hayop.
Damp heat accumulation.
Okay.
Siguro yung aso.
Okay. Oo, ganong amoy, no? Ganong amoy. Oo nga, mas malapit ang aso sa fox. Yeah, so malay nyo, magkapasyente kayo, automatic ka agad. Okay, my question is, what do you expect to see on the tongue, Sir Victor, sa damp heat?
Damp, may coating. Tapos,
How do you characterize the coating that will make you, say that it's damp heat?
Thick yellowish coating.
What else? It should be greasy. It should be sticky. Kaya damp siya. So, yeah, very good. A fetid mouth odor that stinks and is foul indicates what? Alam na alam to ni Doktora Templo.
Gingivitis.
Yeah. Doktora, ganito po ba ang amoy talaga pag nagsaswell yung gums?
Yes, Doc, obviously.
Okay, so alam niyo.
Sobra.
Thank you, Doktora. A sour and foul mouth odor indicates. Okay. Okay. Ito, expert si Doktora dito. I hope she agrees with us. What's your answer, Doc? Sir Victor.
Tooth decay.
Okay. Naamoy niyo ba, Doktora, sa practice niyo? Maasim?
Yes po, Doc. Exactly.
So nilanghap niyo?
Sometimes kung grabe yung yung parang full mouth talaga yung mga caries ng mouth teeth sa patients. Lalabas talaga siya. It would penetrate on my mask.
So now, we have a dentist. Probably we can start there in CDO. This can probably set the trend there. Like holistic talaga yung magiging dental wellness nyo, no? Ito yung totoong dental wellness, dental clinic, and then, of course, you need to address the tooth decay, di ba? Di naman natin pwedeng acupuncture like tooth decay. Di ba, Sir Victor?
Yes po.
Alam ko na yung plano nyo, Doktora, ha? Okay. Ngayon, everything is clearer. Now I know. And good luck. And I'm very confident that we can make it happen. The first
Thanks,
thing,
Doc.
yeah. Okay. A foul mouth odor. Can you imagine a dentist taking a look at your tongue as well, and then look at the ear, and then feel, yeah. I remember in Zamboanga, I had a dentist friend who studied acupuncture, basic lang. And then he became famous kasi every time, di ba yung iba doktor na nagla-lockjaw? So tinawagan siya ng kapwa niya dentista to actually help out, to actually press on some of the points. Doon siya naging, anong cost no natatakot? Or is it like?
I think it's not lockjaw, Doc. I think it's jaw dislodgement. Yung hindi na ibabalik yung jaw. It's caused by TMJ. Temporomandibular joint dysfunction.
So it's not
Mhm.
Trislaccio. Ay, oo, meron na siyang TMJ. Ayan.
Yes po.
Wow,
And
amazing.
TMJ can be treated with auricular acupuncture.
Yes. And you tried it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Alam ko na. Okay. Tataka na yung mga pasyente niyo. Kaya na nag-ano. Mm-mm. And then,
Nag-acupuncture na.
maybe you could do a study there para tipid sa anesthesia, no? Konti lang anesthesia, then tuloy-tuloy yung, siguro as long, maybe you could do a study there, no? Like, may mga points. Okay, I'm excited. I'll
Yes,
probably
Doc.
post it later. You would like it. The teeth point, the upper teeth, the lower teeth, and okay, amazing. Thank you, Doktora.
Yes po, Doc. Thanks, Doc.
Please, ano ha, baka mali yung aming mga sagot dito. Let's continue with Sir Victor. A foul mouth odor that disappears after brushing the teeth indicates what?
Bad oral hygiene.
Of course. So pag hindi pa rin naaalis, toothbrush ka na ng toothbrush, wala pa rin. Okay, bad breath, especially when accompanied by mouth ulcers and a red tongue with yellow coating. Oh,
Stomach fire flaring upwards.
stomach fire blazing. Ito na. So nakikita nyo, red na yung tongue, no? And there are ulcers, that stomach fire. So this is where, especially, of course, when you go to a dentist, you'll be really amazed. Oy, na-address pati yung ano niya, hindi na nagka-mouth ulcer because ang gagawin lang dyan minsan, puro ointment lang, di ba? Ano na. And then, ang maganda dito, Doktora, no? Even the color of the coating will change. Okay? Di ba, Sir
Mhm.
Victor? And you will see a patient keep, magre-refer na, I'd rather go to a dentist who knows a lot of things. So, nakakaingit si Doktora, ang dami niyong tang makikita pala. Ngayon,
Yes, Doc, every day.
every day. Buti, di kayo na busy ngayon masyado. Okay, let's go to the next one. Sour and stinking mouth odor that smells like rotten eggs may be accompanied by belching with a foul smell and acid regurgitation. Indicates what?
Food stagnation.
Okay. So you need to address this. What does a foul mouth odor with yellow eyes and skin, a bitter taste in the mouth, and a yellow greasy tongue indicate?
Damp heat in the liver gallbladder.
Okay. Yung bitter taste niya, the whole day yan, the whole day. So, can you imagine pa na-address mo? Ay, hindi na bitter taste. Oh, di ba? So, naayos mo na yung kanyang damp heat. Next, a foul. I'm sure si Doktora, ang dami ng amoy na aamoy. A foul, fishy mouth odor. So, ngayon magda-diagnose si Doktora, no? Hindi naman pwedeng i-picture yung amoy.
Smell lang po.
Yeah, but you can take a picture of the tongue. A foul, fishy mouth
Ito.
odor accompanied by a cough with turbid sputum, chest pain, dry mouth, and throat and fever indicates what?
Phlegm accumulation in the lungs.
Okay, may maraming phlegm dyan. Amoy isda. Okay, I think this is the last one. A foul mouth odor with frequently recurring canker sores. You know what canker sores are? It's chronic gum ulcers, hot flashes, and night sweats. Okay, ito mga mga classic signs. Very, very obvious na po ito. What's your answer, Sir Victor?
Kidney yin deficiency with fire.
Okay, fire na. Hindi lang empty heat. Fire na po yan. Nag-evolve na into fire. Okay, so we're done. Thanks so much. And we're very blessed to have all of you here. And I hope yung mga... Okay, I see familiar faces. Merong isa nag-100 pa sa exam. Sino-sino ba dito? Oh. Ay, hindi pala. Mataas lang yung score. Okay, I won't mention na lang. Anyway, so we would like to thank everyone for joining. I hope you did not get bored. Did you enjoy, Dr. Janine?
Of course, Doc, always.
So now you didn't mind having observers, and this is the culture that we have here.
Yes, Doc.
Yeah. Only for today, ha. Yung next time, wala. Ay, ano ba next topic natin, Doktora? Tongue diagnosis.
Tongue diagnosis.
Okay, so I hope na sagot niyo na po, ah. So, ano, gusto niyo ba ngayong Friday or next week na?
Next week na, Doc.
Next
Okay.
week, Doc.
And next
Busy
week
pa
we'll have
tayo.
two, Tuesday and Friday, because meron na naman tayong upcoming event. Alam niyo naman tayo, mahilig and I think kaya nyo na. And I already submitted the week 10. I think that's Pulse. Yeah, Pulse.
Pause, yes, Doc.
Yeah. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Alam ko gutom na yung iba naririnig ko. Maraming salamat po. And we hope you had a great evening ahead of you. Maraming salamat
Thanks,
po.
Doc.
See
Bye,
you next
Doc.
week, Tuesday. I hope everybody enjoyed. Maraming salamat.
Thanks, Doc.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Good
Bye,
night.
Doc.
I hope
Good
everybody learned.
night.
So, yon. Thank you po. Thank you pala, Sir Victor, for answering. Thank you po.
Thank you po.